Good evening, everyone. Of course, it wouldn't be an event in the theater without reminding people to silence all noise-making devices at this time. Marlene is watching, I'm sure, and would like to hear the whole thing. So if you could do that, and even though it's a celebration of life, it would be rather gauche, don't you think? Ernest Hemingway once said, or wrote, I'm sorry, "You expected to be sad in the fall. Part of you dies each year when the leaves fell from the trees and their branches were bare against the wind and the cold wintry light. But you knew there would always be the spring, as you knew the river would flow again after it was frozen. When the cold rains kept on and killed the spring, it was as though a young person had died for no reason." That's why we're here today. Because we all feel a little colder because our sister and friend, Marlene Benevides Flemming, is no longer with us. So we are here at this celebration of her life to warm ourselves with each other's company and our remembrances of her and all that she brought to this world. I knew Marlene for many, many years through my friendship with her father, Richard. I didn't know her intimately, but every time I saw her, she was transformed by the smile that I got from her face. And I will always, that's how I will remember Marlene. As I'm sure we all will. I'll let you know that you may have seen out in the lobby, there's some ribbons that you can write on, put on the ribbon tree out there. You can write on the ribbons themselves. When you leave this evening, please take a Coca-Cola. Leave one for Marlene. And a carnation. At this point, I would like the members of the Benevides Band to come on stage, if they would. Come on, let's go. Marlene's brother, Richard Benevides, has written a song called Yellow Hair, which Marlene really liked. And he's going to perform that, accompanied by some others that you'll note in your program. And the backup singing will be by the other Richard Benevides, her father.
And I'm not Junior.
I never said that. No. When you're ready, guys.
So I want to thank all the family, everybody for showing up, and me and family, and all friends and family, because that's, the same thing as family. And definitely for this IOC, all these folks, they're awesome folks. Make all this shit go down behind the scenes. Lovers are creative, good things, and just been really generous and really appreciate it. I got nothing but respect and props. There's my running up. Y'all got the props, I got the respect. So let's call that Yellow Hair. I break her heart, smoke at a time. I fall apart, one tear at a time.
thank you. I think I got carried away at the beginning and didn't say thank you all for coming. It's so good to see you. I mean, so. Senator Betty Davis planned on being here today, flying up from Juneau. As you know, the legislature is in session to read something to us this evening. Unfortunately, she took ill and can't be here tonight, but her deep respect and affection for Richard and his family is shown by the effort she's going to make to come up from Juneau for this event. In her stead, we have Shauna Toma from Senator Mark Baggage's office, Special Assistant on Community and Legislative Affairs. She is here this evening to read a proclamation from the Alaska Legislature. Shauna?
Good evening, everyone. I am very privileged to be here tonight to read this. I hadn't planned on doing it until just a little while ago, but I worked with Richard for a long time in Juneau. Richard does two kinds of theater. One's here, one's in politics, as we all know. And I'm really happy to have this opportunity because it's so sad to me. Richard's been a good friend and a colleague for a long time. And when I called him to talk to him about the passing of his daughter, he told me that Senator Davis was going to come here and read a proclamation. And, we do these all the time. Some intern writes these usually, but in this case, Richard wrote this. And he said, "This is the hardest thing I ever did." And so I'm happy to read your words, Richard, to all of your friends and family. There's a very nice, and there are copies here for the family too. These are called in memoriam. These are the saddest kinds of proclamations to make. The 27th Alaska State Legislature joins with family and friends in mourning the passing of Anchorage resident Marlene Andrea Benevides Flemming, who died at her home on January 21st, 2011, at the age of 37. Marlene was born to Richard and Liza Benevides on June 7, 1973, in Carson, California. She moved to Alaska in 1974 and, with the exception of a few years in California and Hawaii, lived in Alaska for most of her life. She attended both Diamond and Service High and took classes at UAA. Marlene loved the time she spent with her sons, Anthony and Donovan, and she cherished her day-to-day life with her husband, Cameron, and her family and her friends. Marlene was a proud member of Local Union 918 of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, where she gained a reputation as a conscientious and pleasant coworker. Marlene loved medieval literature and mythology. She enjoyed road trips, camping, Chena Hot Springs, adventures with Cameron and her sons in Petersville, 80s music, and watching her brother Rick and others play live music. Marlene enjoyed watching classic and modern movies and attending live performances. She was also at one time the reigning Benevides Scrabble champion. Her friends and her family will miss her smile, her laughter, big heart, and generous spirit. Marlene is survived by her husband Cameron, sons Anthony and Donovan Thomas, parents Liza Duncan and David, and Richard Benevides and Christy, brothers Richard Allen Benevides, Johnny Condiles, and Ivan Duncan, sisters Ariana, Delaney Benevides, grandmothers Gloria Montañejo, I should have practiced these names earlier, Evangelina Okamura, great-grandfather Augie Rivera, as well as several aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, and a multitude of friends. The members of the 27th Alaska State Legislature sadly acknowledge the passing of Marlene Benevides Flemming and extend their sincerest condolences to her family and friends. Thank you very much.